Over $1.6 trillion can be coming to the XRP ledger come this year. And I've been doing quite a few studies on SBI Holdings and a whole lot of different huge partnerships that Ripple has set up behind the scenes. And you men are going to want to pay attention due to the fact this is going to mean a few simply insane manners for the destiny of XRP. I recognize a number of you guys are probably additionally thinking, why have the marketplace been so risky currently? Why is it that we cannot revere and feature a huge rally? Well, I actually have loads of news in that regard as well, but doing a variety of research nowadays that I'm bringing to all of you. So please hit that like button so each person can see this video and permits get into what goes on in this big partnership with SBI Holdings and a lot greater. So I want to begin with the Fed pivot because, you know, we've absolutely been doing something sincerely ordinary inside the United States of America. We've been adding a lot extra jobs. However, shares have been crashing. You can see that when America brought 100,000 new jobs to America and other large economies that grew interest rates substantially to 120 basis points, shares and cryptos still went down. And the unemployment fell to 4.1% simply after the Fed stated the hard work marketplace changed into weakening. We can see why that is happening. To begin, the USA financial system introduced 256,000 jobs in December, or 92,000 more than expected. And on common, the USA financial system has added 165,000 jobs during the last 6 months. This marks the best 6-month average, seeing that July when the Fed rate cuts were being not on time. The Fed tussled. You can see that shares are buying and selling, sharply decreasing the jobs file, even though it came in more potent than anticipated. At first, this appears not to make experience. Why would the market crash if the USA job marketplace is surely stronger than expected? We would first explain what came about in September. You can see the Fed commenced to reduce costs with a 50 BPS price reduce for the first time in 2008. We have been fantastically vital of this choice, and their reasoning became that task gains have slowed and inflation was heading to their 2% objective. However, on account that then, the exact opposite is now occurring. Job gains are accelerating and inflation is truly again at the upward push. This effectively destroys the need for any Fed price cuts. If the hard work market is powerful and inflation is rising, we want better fees, if something. And so this places the Fed in a truly awkward state of affairs, wherein essentially they can't be depended on in any respect. Pastor CERN, what have I been announcing for the remaining 3 or 4 years? I've been announcing that the Fed is an entire scam and the whole thing they do is simply meant to line the wallet of a select few on the cost of all of civilization around the complete world. Because it is not simply America this is suffering from this due to the fact. Each person has a strategic reserve of America dollar. They are the king currency inside the international sphere, due to the fact they're the king of exchange. And following this morning's activity facts, the 10-year word yield jumped some other 10 basis factors. It's now up 120 basis factors since the Fed pivot began. Howell describes this as something that is not likely to remaining. The market is fighting the Fed and the Fed does not even know it. In different words, people are starting to mention, screw you, Federal Reserve, you're now not going to be something that we pay attention to. People are mentioning thoughts in their very own, and there's new asset lessons that are coming to the vanguard of every person. Number one, this is cryptocurrency, okay? And that is why we are seeing this large divergence from the Fed, which has by no means sincerely occurred earlier than in records. We can see that the Bank of America says it not expects the Federal Reserve to reduce interest costs this 12 months. Now, many human beings are involved approximately this. They are announcing, oh, decreased prices, way terrible for crypto. But as we will truly see from those charts, the opposite is taking place. Proper now, the decrease, the interest prices does not surely make any distinction. In truth, as we can see here, the markets have been heating up no matter whatever the Fed makes a decision to do. People are completed with this outdated financial device. people are putting their cash into cryptocurrency, and they may be pronouncing screw it. And yes, it will be a touch bit volatile, and sure, establishments will retain to control these markets. But nonetheless, we're in the end taking, again, that's genuinely crucial. We want to keep alongside this journey because that is the most effective manner that we abolish the Fed. And in fact, get what we want for the future of just our budget. Now, with all that being said, I've been searching loads into SBI Holdings, mainly. And what they may be seeking to do with SRP, because there's truly a lot extra to it than I formerly idea. I'm still, and there has been a number of big updates, extra these days, just these days, the day before today and the day earlier then, which I suppose a variety of you are going to locate very interesting. First, SBI Holdings has revealed plans that they're going to be lending XRP, cryptocurrency, for interest. They are enforcing a micro approach technique. You recognize a micro approach, that big enterprise with Michael Saylor? Yeah, they're doing the identical factor extension. Never sell XRP, purchase handiest and earn hobby. They're going to be lending it out. They're maybe going to be buying as a great deal XRP as they likely can. And they may be going to be making this their whole enterprise version. Now, whilst you observe MicroStrategy, this made an organization that was really worth only some 100 million into multiple billions of greenbacks, simply from the usage of this method on my own. And so SBI Holdings checked out that, and they're essentially like, it is a quite appropriate approach, but what if any individual began doing that for XRP, and now they're going in advance and in reality doing it? SBI Holdings is the glue that brings all of the Japanese banks collectively, and they have loads more plans out of doors of just this. You see, they need every single bank in Japan to be the usage of XRP by using the cease of this 12 months. That is likewise of their plenus as NISAC. That is insane, considering they're going to be doing this all on the same time. It's controversial that Michael Saylor's method and all of the high-quality press release that he's had for Bitcoin and all of that has induced Bitcoin to get lots greater media interest and loads extra charge action due to that. And I think the same situation is going to take place when Japan's SBI Holdings does this very equal factor. But like I became announcing, SBI Holdings is also doing loads greater. According to the SBI CEO, every Japanese bank will use XRP through 2025 by way of the year Kuwait. And so with this in mind, somebody did a hypothetical state of affairs of like what this indicates for the rate of XRP. You can see if SBI invests $875 billion to purchase XRP at a median charge of $2.35, this money owed for 65% of the circulating supply, such